does our religion mean to you?
As I said before, we are born into our religion.
My religion means to me is a relationship that I have with God, and it is a fundamental part of my life.
Hey Mom, do you think that religion affects our day-to-day life? Or yours specifically?
Most definitely.
It does affect my day-to-day life, and I practice it daily and as often as I can in living a relationship with God and just spending time with Him. And that could mean from reading my word to praying to listening to worship in the car, so as often as I can.
Are there any distinct differences between the treatment of men and women according to our religious texts?
Again, that falls into how one interprets it and how one understands the text. Most definitely, as most of the religions in the world, it's been men who have interpreted it throughout the ages, and obviously they would have their own understanding of it. And religions have been taught mostly by men to the followers, to the listeners. So I would say yes, there have been misunderstandings of not only our religion but other religions as well.
As a woman, and Muslim especially, talking about taboo stuff, such as abortion or sex, it's so wrong that I personally never have a sex talk with my mom until I'm 18 or 19. He had them since he was 12. My mom never talked to me about periods at all. So she put me actually in this summer school back in my place, where my teacher would tell me stuff about periods that is actually untrue. She'd tell me that, oh, the second you have period, the blood's gonna splash out of your vagina, when it's not like that. My mom never talked to me about periods, and every single time I talk about it, she's like, oh, you're so disgusting, keep it down. Well, my brother can carry out condoms and no one would give a fuck.
And are there instances in which people have used religious justifications to oppress women?
Absolutely.
With our religion specifically?
With our religion, yes, there have been unfortunate incidences, yes. Many times, whether it's Hinduism or Christianity or Islam, followers tend to believe the word of the leader as the word of God, even though the leader may have his or her own biases on what they're teaching to the masses.
I believe that anything can be misinterpreted if we aren't working towards educating ourselves and just learning and establishing a relationship with God.
Do you consider yourself to be a feminist?
What do you mean by that? What? A feminist in the sense that females rule and men are dumb? Then no. I guess my interpretation of a feminist is just being a strong woman, a strong individual, somebody who is definitive in her thought processes, her decisions, and somebody who believes in the good of others.
I believe that women should have equal rights as men do when it comes to opportunity.
Do you think you can be a feminist with your definition and also be quote-unquote pro-life?
Yes, I do. However, um, is it her decision to do that? What is the background? Is it again? The decision to procreate, is that is she being coerced into that, or is it her own decision to do so? And I believe it should be the latter.
I believe that you can be a feminist and be pro-life because I believe that abortion is not the answer.
It just doesn't make sense how you can be pro-life supporting against abortion, but you're out here not giving a shit about a kid who's living in the middle of the street, you know? You cannot be pro-life but still support people who went to other countries to kill kids. It doesn't make sense for me.
Do you think, by that same regard, you can be committed to your religion and also be pro-choice?
Definitely.
No, I cannot be committed to my relationship with God and be pro-choice because we believe in the fact that every life deserves an opportunity to live and to not rob them from that opportunity.
Are you aware of some of the controversy that has arisen as a result of the ban on abortions and how religions have been brought up in this discussion?
Yes, I am very aware. And again, it seems to be mostly, at least from what I've heard on the news, on radio shows, on discussions at various times about, this abortion ban and this whole controversy that's hit this country with overturning Roe v. Wade. It's very unfortunate that the folks who are making those decisions to do the ban are, in my view, a bit fanatic. And I don't think they have the right to make decisions for the masses of women who may or may not have, or actually who may have gone through persecution, gone through, different various unfortunate experiences that would have led them to decide to have an abortion. And these men seem to think that that should be all water under the bridge and abortion ban should be legal. So,
Is there anything about our religion that you might be considered to be outdated, or do you think that everything is still universally applicable in contemporary times?
many things are very, very relevant today. They're universal beliefs that are common across religions. I mean, when you think of the Ten Commandments, when you think of the various verses in the Bhagavad Gita that Lord Krishna recited, when you think of the various beliefs in Buddhism, I mean, there's just overlapping commonalities in all these religions that are universal. And I think people tend to forget that when they become fanatic about one religion or another. Being good to one another, being ethical, having integrity. I mean, these are universal these are ideal thought processes that are common across religions. And yes, it is universal.
Okay, thank you so much, Mom.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather is a Christian, that he can go to hell for being a Christian.
Yeah, because like we're like thought
Yeah.
like about like that way, like if you're not
Yeah.
like a Muslim, like you're gonna be end up like in hell
Yeah.
and all that, which
So-
is like I don't believe that shit because like that's a bullshit. Because like my grandpa is a Christian, my grandma is a Christian, my dad used to be a Christian, and then what? Like you're like telling me that they're gonna go to hell, like when they die. Like for me, it's like it's based like on our beliefs. Like it doesn't matter. Like we all pray to the same God.